quite honestly, that's how our audiences have been on this whole tour. Is that if you feel a little tired, the minute you get out there, it's like, getting charged. You know, it's great.
But it also, it was wonderful because it was just our bit was preceded by the Queen herself. Talking to Paddington Bear, and then doing the little, we were rocking on a teacup, you know.
You know you've made it, don't you, when that happens?
Fantastic.
Yeah. It was funny thing is, I asked for that. I said, would the Queen tap it and whatever, and they wouldn't give us an answer, and we didn't know until the day before. They said, we might get somebody royal to do it for you.
You guys knew before me. I didn't know until after the show. I heard something back there by the. I was like, I hear somebody talking. I don't know what that is because they're playing the videotape. And then after the show, I went on YouTube and saw it. Went, oh, that's beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah, it was so cool. It's a big thing. I'm going up, of course. I'm not quite on the palace roof again, but I'm going up on this lift and I'm up beside Queen Victoria, which is a big. These one-offs are incredibly exciting, incredibly nerve-wracking because you get one chance in front of 1 billion people.
Live TV.
So yeah, it's live. So it was quite something. I'm glad it's one of those things. Once you've done it, you think, oh yeah, that's done. Glad that wasn't a train wreck. And we didn't screw it.
We were all able to kind of take a nice collective sigh of relief after it was over, making sure it was right.
As we were at the beginning going first. Exactly.
So we had to,
And then it's follow that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but everyone else was cursing.
It was nice. It was a nice day, which helps. If it had rained, it would have taken a lot of the.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah,
it was amazing. Great. Well, look, we'll take another question if we can.
Hello, this is Christoph from Germany.
And this is Julieta from Mexico. We would like to ask you, what has been your biggest challenge and your most rewarding circumstance happening in this tour so far? Thank you.
Thank you.
The biggest challenge, I'm guessing that was probably the Jubilee, but Roger, the most rewarding thing from this tour?
On this tour, wow, that's difficult. We had a great night in Switzerland. We had a wonderful in Madrid, fantastic in Amsterdam. And you know, it's all been great. I couldn't pick one. It's all been fantastic. The audiences have been wonderful.
I think for me, it's the audiences themselves. We've always had great audiences and great tours, but we've done something a little different with most of the cities here. We've had the floor of most of the arenas standing room, which is a bit different than what we've done in the past, at least us together, and it changes the energy. And you get probably maybe on the slightly younger side or the side of people that are willing to wait at 5 a.m. all day. So they're really, really pumped and ready to go. And it changes the energy.
Yeah, it gives you something great. Strange enough, if you're looking for challenges, the biggest challenges were the nights where that didn't happen. Like in Paris, they're all sitting down on seats on the floor, and you have to give so much more energy to get the thing.
They were lovely, but they're just relaxed. Yeah. They didn't have to fight for the seat like the other theater was.
Exactly.
So it's like a competitive thing almost.
Yeah. No, it is definitely getting to the front. It's a huge achievement. So you're going to make them.
They give us so much. The energy that these kids give us. And they are kids, like 15 to 20. The older guys are around the outside enjoying, but these kids are giving us that energy, which has been wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. So thank you, guys, for coming and doing that.
Well, we gave the brief that people have 30 seconds to ask a question, and this guy has really made the most of his. There you go. Strap yourselves in.
Hi, I'm Oscar. I'm from Barcelona, Spain, and I would like to ask you some questions. What's your favorite superhero? What's your favorite musical group besides Queen? What's your favorite movie? And finally, do you like Italian food or Spanish food more? I can't believe you're watching this video. I'm so excited. Greetings from Barcelona. Goodbye. Adios.
That's amazing. Brilliant. All right, look, we'll have to break this
Did
down.
we write it down?
Yes. Okay. Brian. Brian, I'll start with you. Favorite superhero?
Oh God, Wonder Woman.
Okay, I thought you'd be contractually obliged to say Flash Gordon, but fine, that's okay. We'll go. Adam, favourite band other than Queen?
Quite like Muse.
Oh,
A lot.
great.
I like Muse a lot.
Cool. Roger, favourite movie?
Movie, I'd have to say 2001: A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick.
Okay, and without causing an international incident, show of hands, Italian or Spanish food?
Both. Spanish.
Probably Italian.
Oh, that's perfect. You got
Very
so
neutral.
diplomatic.
Very neutral.
Fantastic. Okay, well, quickly, well done, Oscar from Spain. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Let's go for our next question from Sophia.
Hello, my name is Sophia. I'm from Germany. And my question is for all of you. Do you have any kind of routine that you do before you go on stage? And if so, what is it? And have there been any kind of changes throughout the years leading on to this day? Thank you so much for answering my question.
Yeah, Adam, perhaps you could take that one.
I like to get real done up, so that's part of my routine and part of my prep for the show. But I also do a vocal warm up. Sometimes if I'm running late, I skip some of these steps, which I pay for later. But I do a vocal warm up. I try to stretch a little bit and move around and kind of like I have like a rolling thing. I have a ball. I kind of get loose in my body. And the one thing that's changed is I think years ago when we started, I was more nervous and I had more self-doubt than I do now. And so I drank a drink, an alcoholic beverage usually before the show. And now I haven't really been doing that much. Yeah,
okay.
I might have one towards the end.
Any during? No. Just
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Brilliant. But as a band, do you have a ritual that you...
We do a warm-up, yes. We all go into a little room and Spike plays the Joanna and we do little snippets from all the songs, all the harmony bits and practice our harmonies. And it loosens you up and it also hones the harmonies. People have been known to say, the harmonies sound suspiciously good, like they have them on tape. Well, we don't. We don't have anything on click or tape or backing tracks or whatever. We sing them well. We have 3 good singers. Well, I'm probably the worst. But we have... No, we have 5... There's 6 singers. We have 6 singers.
Everybody sings.
That's why all the parts are so.
And we rehearse it a lot. So every single day we're rehearsing those harmonies in the warm-up and also loosening up our vocal cords and stuff. So
And we do a sound check when we get to the venue as well. So
Yeah.
that's even before. And both of those things, I think, help us just also, not only does it get us, polished up musically, but we connect. It's like, oh yeah, we're about to go on stage. How are you? How was your day off? How was, it keeps us as a family.
Yeah. Truth is, on a show day, the whole day is a preparation for the gig.
Yeah.
You're conscious the whole time. You eat at the right time.
Yeah.
You change your clothes at the right time. You kind of trying to get your face, the shave or whatever you do your hair. And I had to do nails because I have so much stress on the nails. I have to sort that out. And the whole day is focused towards that moment when you go on the stage.
Yeah.
It all springs to life. And everyone's doing the same, not just the 6 of us, the 3 of us, the 3 backing musicians, but also the whole crew. The whole day is spent aiming towards that moment. It's a great crew we have. Every night I say thank you to those. Really great.
Yeah.
It's probably the best crew we ever had.
Yeah, they're amazing.
But in fact, because you see it on stage, it's very, very slick.
Yeah, and you rely on each other. The 3 of us relying incredibly on each other. We're eyeballing the whole time. We know what we're going to do. But we're dependent on the whole team. The whole team is right there. The automation, the video, the lighting guys, sound
It's
guys.
team sport.
Yeah.
Totally a team effort.
There's no I in team, is there? Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to the next question.
Just don't wait. There's a rude.
Hello, greetings from Belgium, Antwerp. Thank you so much for the amazing concert last week.
Brilliant.
My question is, what is the most difficult song to drum for Roger? I think it's amazing songs and every song is different. And I'm sure Freddie is very proud of you guys.
Oh, lovely thing to say. Roger, the hardest song to drum to for you in the show?
Oh, I would say possibly I'm in love with my car because it's in sort of 3 time and it's kind of not fast and it's quite difficult to sing and keep the 3-4 beat going. Yeah. So it's also very high to sing. So
Yeah. No,
I kind of dread that moment every night.
That's so good.
Do you ever wake up and go, I wish it wasn't in the set list? Okay, Brian, this one's for you. This is a curious one. I'd be interested to see this.
Okay.
Hello, Brian, Adam, and Roger. I'm Mariko from Japan. In 1975, at Budokan, I handed a gift of toy koto to one of his staff. So, Brian, was it my toy koto you used for the Prophet song?
Yeah, I think it was.
Wow, really?
Yeah, the toy koto was a present to me. It must be from you, yeah. And I hope I thanked you at the time. I always used to try. But it's about this big. koto is about this big. I think they come up to about 9 foot long, like a Steinway grand. But the traditional Japanese koto has an amazing technique to it. It's a bit like a harp, but different, and you can bend the notes by pressing the strings here. So the toy one does all that. You could actually play it. So I used it on the Prophet song. Yeah, we used a proper harp, like an English harp, if you like, and this Japanese toy koto to link the two songs. It was the Prophet song and Love of My Life.
Cool.
And I still have it. So thank you. I still have it in a very special place in my house. Yeah.
Oh, gosh, you'll be thrilled to hear that.
Thank you for
Brilliant. Lovely. Okay, another one for all three of you now. So, have this question.
Hi, my name is Karen. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. I was at the concert that was filmed on June 8th, so I look forward to watching that. This is a picture of me and my brother with the Apollo 17 astronauts. I thought Dr. May would appreciate that. My question is, who in your past have you met that ranks at the top of the list that you've felt most honored to meet?
Person you've been most honoured to meet. Who wants to go?
Well, I'll get
You'll go.
leading straight off what you said. I met Neil Armstrong at one of the Starmus conferences, and I got to have breakfast with him up on the top of the volcano where the observatory is, and I will never forget it. It was just out of the blue, this guy who I revered, and he was the nicest, most modest guy I could possibly imagine. He never did interviews. He just did one interview for Starmus, and we sat there and sort of solved the problems of the world.
Wow.
So Neil Armstrong for me.
Pretty good. Adam?
These guys.
Good answer.
Worked out pretty well. And I remember it was on the finale of American Idol, and it was a very busy time. You know, there was lots to do. It was stressful, and it was hard to sort of take in the moment as much as I could. But they said we invited Queen to come sing. I said, what? What? So I was just blown away by it, and kind of in shock. And we got on stage, and it felt very good. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, that's crazy that I came onto the show and sang Bohemian Rhapsody to get onto the show, and now we're bookending it with a performance of We Are the Champions, and then now here we are now.
I never expected you to say, we love you, Adam.
Aww.
What an amazing thing.
It's true, though. I mean, it changed the course of my life.
Wow.
Big time.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, Roger, I'm sure you're going to say Adam, but apart from Adam,
Yeah,
who's...
apart from Adam. No, I'd have to say Nelson Mandela.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's what a guy. What a guy. And they're a shame there aren't anybody to follow up.
Yeah.
You know, in that caliber.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, he had a huge presence, didn't he, in the room?
Oh yeah, and when you think of what he forgave, and by example, 27 years in prison, and his great magnanimous act was to forgive, and then change the regime.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Yeah. That's a great question, Karen. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll crack through. We're doing well, guys.
Hi, Brian, Roger, and Adam. My name is Cammie, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And my question is, after the curtains have closed and the show is done, which Queen song is still stuck in your head? Thanks.
Generally Champions, because it's the last one.
Yeah.
I find it going around in my head.
Yeah. Do you get any other songs stuck in your head, or find yourself humming the next day?
They're all in there. I mean, they're all in there. I don't know which one. I mean, it kind of changes. But there always is some sort of kernel of something floating around.
I think for musicians, especially if you're doing it, your head is always filled with something. There's always something going around in your head, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's like a strange kind of disease, and it can be nice or annoying. I literally find Champions going around in my head, and I'm thinking of lines that I could play that I never do to that chord scene.
I love that.
It's like an obsession.
Yeah. Fantastic. Great. Okay, great question. Okay, moving on.
Hi, my name is Ruth from Central Bedfordshire, England, and I've been cast as Skywage for my school production of We Will Rock You. My question is, what tips do you have for dealing with stage fright? Thank you.
Yeah, Adam, one for you. Going in a musical, stage fright?
Well, not drinking, because she's probably too young. No, I think there's a difference between stage fright and then being excited. There's a line between the two, and I think can kind of negotiate with yourself and realize I'm probably feeling this way just because I'm excited. And adrenaline actually, although it can be overwhelming and a little stressful when you're just sitting down beforehand, is actually a real help when you get on stage sometimes. It's a great fire that gets lit under you, and if you learn how to sort of channel it and sort of ride the wave of it, it makes for a great performance. So, but it takes years. It takes a long time. I still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, if you let it control you, it just ebbs away.
Yeah.
And then you find you're exhausted after about 10 minutes. So for me, it's to kind of just focus and go very quiet. And then I have a little scotch.
Not for her.
Not for the school.
Not for the
Scotch
school.
tape.
The Scotch tape.
Yeah.
Reward yourself with a Diet Cola.
Yeah,
That's what I would say. Reward yourself with a candy or something. Maybe that'll help.
That'll help.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Great stuff. Hey, can we have the next question, please?
Good questions.
Hi, my name is Rowan. I'm 13 and I'm an American. So I'm a beginner on the drums, and so are my friends. We're all in a band together. And I was wondering, is it possible for us to learn how to play our instruments, let alone play together? What did you guys do in the beginning? Thanks.
It's an interesting question. How do you not only learn your instrument, but learn to play with other people so you can be in a band? Is it a very different thing?
Very much bound up together. Playing with people, of course, is what it's all about. You can only get so far in your room on your own. So getting out and playing with people is the essence of it, really. And if you're lucky, you find people that you can play with. I mean, I'll never forget walking into the room first time with Roger, and he's tuning up his kit and doing things, and I thought, ooh, I haven't heard that before. And we started playing together, and it was like God-given. Something just happened. There's a chemistry, and that's what led to us.
Yeah. But I do think you have to learn the basics of the instrument first, the basics.
Yeah.
And then when you fire off with somebody else, you interplay, and then you sort of start to understand how it all works.
Yeah.
Yeah. From a singing point of view, is it the same? You sort of try and find other musicians to work with as
Yeah, I mean, it was, I remember the first time I got to sing with like a band or like an orchestra, it was so different because of the voice lessons I had taken. Previous to that was just a teacher on a piano. And even some of the theater I did, like, it was low budget. They literally had one piano player for the whole show. But the first time actually like having a beat to sing to changed everything for me. I was like, oh, well, that feels different than just a piano. I mean, it changes the way you feel the music, changes like what you're able to do, I think. It's great. It's the best.
Thank you, guys. Let's try and squeeze one more in if we can. So one more question.
Hi, I'm Lana from New Jersey, and I think you all are so amazing. I love seeing you on tour together, and I love how well you get along and how well you work together. My question is, what are the best qualities that you each see in each other, both personally and musically? And thank you to Brian and Roger for choosing Adam to be a part of your incredible band.
Yeah, interesting question. Brian and Roger, what would you say is the best quality that you see in Adam, both personally and professionally?
The best quality, apart from his voice, I would say his sense of humor.
Aw.
He's very, very funny.
I'm just dumb. I'm just very dumb.
That's very important. Ryan, would you agree or anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, Adam has a lot of qualities. They're all good, you know, and just being a nice person is essential. You cannot tour the world with people who are not nice, you know, who are not considerate and compassionate, whatever, caring.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Adam has all that, but I mean, the voice is extraordinary. We all know that. There is not another voice in this universe like this one we see. But, yeah, I mean, I think there are moments where you test each other, I think. You know, you're always looking for something more, and sometimes you come into a little bit of a sort of almost a conflict, but you talk, and it generally leads to something better.
It's a family.
Yeah. Like any
Definitely
family,
family
work
vibe,
things out. But I think we all care about the way things are, because we want a good life.
Yeah.
And we want excellence. We're in the pursuit of something that no one has ever done before. That's how it feels doing this show. And that's what people tell us. They go, we have never seen a show like that. Never, ever. But that's what you're reaching for.
I think we all care about what the audience walks away with, too.
Absolutely.
Their experience, I think, is more important than anything else.
Yeah.
And that's not always the case with some groups or people that you work with.
No.
Is that something you've learned from working with Brian?
I've learned a lot from these gentlemen. A lot by example, a lot of wisdom, just the view of the world. I mean, I've learned a lot. And also, just as far as the stagecraft, is just trusting yourself. I think the first time I took the stage, they have a lot more experience than I do touring the world. And so there was a certain level of like comfort that they had that just knew what was to be expected of them. They knew what they were doing, and that kind of quiet confidence. And I
must have fooled you.
I picked up a lot of that, though. I've learned a lot from that.
What band was that?
Well, we're very nearly out of time, but amongst the questions we were submitted, over 50 all asked the same thing. So on behalf of all those people, I will ask it.
Yeah?
They want to know, when are you going to tour again? Just so you know, we had specific questions. Canada, USA,
Brazil.
Mexico, all across South America, South Africa, the Middle East, all across Europe, China, Japan, and Australia. Now, I'm sure you just want to go and lie in a dark room and not think about touring for a little while. But is there anything we can tell the fans? Is this the end of Queen and Adam Lambert, or will the show go on?
We're talking already. Because of course you have to look into the future.
Well, please let us finish the first one. They're on.
We're thinking, we're talking. I mean, we do need some time off. I think, particularly Roger and I. Well,
I could use a break.
But this has been a long tour, incredibly demanding, and we've lived the life of monks as well, because we weren't worn our masks, we haven't met people, we haven't done meet and greets, I haven't signed an autograph, I haven't done any pictures, because we treasured the fact that we would do every show. We wouldn't cancel any shows for COVID. That's a long.
Yeah, we haven't missed a show.
Discipline.
Yeah.
Not one show missed. Yeah.
So we need to take a deep breath and kind of get out into the world somehow again.
Yeah, I think the two. I mean, I'm sure people at home could feel the same way. The pandemic, leaves you a little rusty in certain areas of your life. So I think it was pretty amazing getting back into rehearsal. I think we were all really surprised that we got on the bike so quick. That we were like, oh, okay, this is gonna be fine. We dusted off the cobwebs like within a day. I feel like, which was, I thought it was gonna be harder to kind of get back into it. So that was a real blessing.
But hopefully the show must go on.
Yeah, please. Yeah. No, I mean, everyone I've spoken to, the wait has been worth it. It's a fantastic show. And for those of you who are going to watch it, the concert film, who haven't been able to go and see it live, you're in for a real treat. I'm afraid that is all we've got time for, because I've really got to let these guys go and do a show. Thank you to everyone who has submitted a question. I'm so sorry if we didn't get to yours. They were all brilliant. Some great choices. Enjoy the concert when you watch that. All it leaves me now to say is thank you for watching. Thank you to you three for giving up your time. And from everyone in Finland, we have to say goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Cheers, man. God bless.